You said First Kings.
First Kings chapter 18.
One.
You want me to start at 22?
Con.
This is First Kings 18 and 22. It says, Then said Elijah unto the people, I, even I, only remain a prophet of Yahawah, but Baal's prophets are 450 men. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose 1 bullock for themselves, and cut it in pieces, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under. And I will dress the other bullock, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under. And call ye on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of the Lord. And the God that answereth by fire, let him be God. And all the people answered and said, It is well spoken. So basically what Elijah is saying is, he's telling the prophets of Baal, you go grab a bullock and I grab a bullock. And then you call on your God and I'm gonna call on my God. Whoever answers by fire, that's the Lord. And everybody agreed. So they said, and Elijah said unto the prophets Baal, choose you 1 bullock for yourself, and dress it first, for ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under. And they took the bullock which was given them, and they dressed it, and called on the name of Baal from morning even until noon, saying, O Baal, hear us. But there was no voice, nor any that answered, and they left upon the altar which was made. And it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them, and said, Cry aloud, for he is a God, either he is talking, or he is pursuing, or he is in a journey, or peradventure he is sleeping.
Right.
They must be awake.
So if their God was real, the fire would have started, man. Because these are the prophets of Baal, right? So this is just Elijah mocking them because their God is not real, man. But it's keep going.
It says, and they cried loud and cut themselves after their manners with knives and lancers till the blood gushed out upon them. Man, that's nasty. So basically, they were calling on their God, doing all types of things, even cutting themselves. Bugged out. You want me to keep reading? And it says, and it came to pass when midday was past, and they prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that there was neither voice, nor any to answer, nor any that regarded. And Elijah said unto all the people, Come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him, and he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down. And Elijah took 12 stones according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Jacob, unto whom the word of the Lord came, saying, Israel shall be thy name. And with the stones he built an altar in the name of the Lord, and he made a trench about the altar, and great as it would contain 2 measures of seed. And he put the wood in order, and cut the bullock in pieces, and laid him on the wood, and said, Fill 4 barrels with water, and pour it on the burnt sacrifice and on the wood. And he said, Do it the 2nd time, and they did it the 2nd time. And he said, Do it the 3rd time, and they did it the 3rd time. And the water ran round about the altar, and he filled the trench also with water. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that Elijah the prophet came near and said, Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known this day that thou art God in Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things at thy word.
Damn. So just to see how Elijah went through a whole process to make the sacrifice unto the Lord. The prophets of Baal they just called upon it on their God. But this is Elijah showing, making that good. The Lord's he's decking it out for the Lord, man. To show that love he has toward the Lord, man. And because it's really in our custom to do so,
And it says back in 1 Kings 18 and 37, Hear me, O Lord, hear me, that this people may know that thou art their Lord, that thou art the Lord God, that thou hast turned their heart back again. Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice, and the wood, and the stones, and the dust, and licked up the water that was in the trench. And when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces, and they said, The Lord, he is the God, the Lord, he is the God. And Elijah said unto them, Take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape. And they took them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon and slew them there.
So all of them, man, were just killed.
All 450.
Because this shows that, hey, the Elijah, alright, YAHAWAH, that he was the true God, man. You know? And it was proven right there that everybody saw it. You know? And there's no one else that could do it. Even in the book of the Bell and the Dragon, Daniel disproved Nebuchadnezzar. They're you know the Babylonian two idols. You know, the Lord and it's like Daniel disproved it because there are no gods, man. They're just what was it? There was just prophets and his family.
Yeah, it was whole time. He kept thinking that the reason why the food was gone is because the idol was eating it. But then Daniel, you know, basically found them out. It was whole time the people were eating the food that was on the altar, and the king got pissed
and killed them. Yeah. Every single one of them. You know,
that these idols, man, that these people trust in, they're not gods. Only YAHAWAH, He's the only true living power.
And it tells you that in the commandments, man. Thou shalt not make is actually you get the
Exodus 20.
Is Exodus 20:4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I the Lord thy God am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So there you go, man. So we're not even supposed to be worshiping these false idols, man, because they have no power, you know.
Hey, that's what these other nations do. When you go into the history of these nations and the gods that they would worship, they have all types of God. You know, they have Ashtaroth, which is the queen of heaven or whatever. Then the Babylonians, you know, when you go into the what they believe in, you know, they have such thing called as Anunnaki, which they believe, you know, they come from the sky or whatever. And then when you go into the Canaanites, they had a fish god. You know, all types of gods. Fish god, water god. There was a god for trees. There was a god for this. There was a god for that. All types of God. But what does Book of Sirach say? Where in much we may say much and come short, yet in some He is all. The Lord is everything. The Lord, He's the one that created lightning. He's the one that created water. He's the one that created you. He's the one that created everything. He is everything. There's only one God, and that's YAHAWAH.
Con.
So with that, hope, Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. And with that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
YAHAWAH, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh.
The wonders unto the apostles and the elders, the great millstone that taught us His truth. Wa Abar Babal Shalom.
Abba Shalom.